everyone. Welcome back to the Sweetbetes Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about type 1 diabetes burnout and also a low-carb diet as a type 1 diabetic. And I just recently started a low-carb diet and I'm going to stick to it most of the time. I'm still going to treat myself here and there, but most of the time I'll be on a low-carb diet. I'm trying to lower my A1C, and I feel like that would be the only way that I could. Well, I mean, maybe not, but that's in my mind right now. So let's start out with type 1 diabetes burnout. Type 1 diabetes is a full-time, 24/7, 7 days a week job. Us as type 1s don't get any breaks from numbers, alarms, lows, and highs. We make roughly 180 decisions a day. That is just crazy to me to even think about. So some ways that you can avoid burnout, and I got these off of Beyond Type 1. So if you want to read them for yourself, you can go and search that up on Google, and it should come up if you put ways to avoid burnout. It said, manage your expectations. We tend to be really hard on ourselves and get stressed and upset if our blood sugars aren't where we want them. We need to cut ourselves some slack because, after all, we aren't a pancreas. I love that part because I need to hear that part. We just need to have the expectation of we can only do what we can do. And there's some days where it just won't work out in our favor. We could eat the same thing today, and then tomorrow it can make our blood sugar go all wacky. And it's just crazy to me, but that's just how it works. Take small steps instead of trying to reach your goal as soon as possible. Break it down into smaller goals, such as like your A1C goal. If you want to get it down from, let's just say, an 8.5 to a 6.5, make it a smaller goal. That way you don't get burnt out as fast. And I'm going through that right now. I'm trying to bring it down slowly so I don't get burnt out on trying to bring it down. It also says get support. Talk to someone about how you are feeling. Express your concerns and thoughts. If you feel burnout, you are not alone. And I needed to hear this too, because I tend to forget that there are other type 1s going through the same thing as I'm going through. If you guys are going through a burnout right now, you can contact me on Instagram. It's Cheyenne_type1, and it's CHEYANNE_TYPE1. And I'm the same on TikTok as well, if you want to follow me on there, and we can talk back and forth and give encouragement to each other if y'all would like that. If you feel like you need further communication, talk to your endo about a mental health specialist. See, I didn't even know this was a thing until I read this article on Beyond Type 1. So that's really helpful to know. I have a friend that's a type 1, and I met her on Beyond Type 1, and I am so thankful for her because we talk back and forth daily, and I'm just really thankful for her because without her, I wouldn't really have anybody else to connect with, and we've really became close friends over the past couple of years, and I'm so thankful for her. And on to the second segment, a low-carb diet as a type 1 diabetic. And I found these on Google, so if you want to go find them for yourselves, you can. I just typed in low-carb diet as a type 1 diabetic. And here are some of the benefits that I found online. It says studies show low-carb diets help stabilize blood sugars, which I'm really thankful about because I did notice yesterday when I was on a low-carb, I ate low-carb at breakfast and low-carb at lunch and a low-carb dinner, and I was in range for like most of the day. Like I bumped up to maybe like 160, and then I came right back down. And my husband and I actually went on a walk yesterday, and it was just like a 15-minute walk, but it actually helped level out my blood sugars, and I was stable all throughout the night. And I'm like, wow, just one day of, changing your diet and how you eat. Now, I'm not saying cut out all the good stuff and never have it again, but I'm going to every once in a while, and I'm just going to try to stick with the low carb and see if it does help. And if not, then I can just figure out another way of lowering my A1C. It says that you get more energy, better sleep in some people, which I'm hoping I'm one of them people because I barely sleep. Less insulin is needed at lunchtime and meal times. I've noticed that just from yesterday. It says that it can lower the risks of going high and can lower the risk of crashing, which means going low. And I'm so thankful for that because I noticed that it was level pretty much all day. It can lower A1C, can help lower body weight, which I'm hoping because I'm hoping to just lose a little bit of weight. Reduction of tiredness throughout the day. I hope I'm one of them people because I'm tired all day, every day. A little fun fact that I did not know until I was looking at these like tips and tricks of low carb. Protein can actually raise your blood sugar, so you may have to take a little bit of insulin to cover for that. And I noticed that yesterday. I had pork chops, and that's when I spiked a little bit, up to 160. So I took a couple of units to level it back out, and it leveled back out. So now that I know, I'll be taking a little bit of insulin for the protein. But that is today's episode, and I will have a microphone next time, so I won't be recording off of my phone. So hopefully the quality and the sound will be a whole lot better. I know when I listen to a podcast, I want to have like clear audio. So I went ahead and ordered a microphone since I have like a little audience on here. If you could just leave a review for my show, and I hope that you love this episode, and I hope to bring you some. I'm not sure what the future episode will be, but I did have somebody that wanted to be a guest on here, so that might be happening in the near future. I'm not sure. I hope y'all have a good evening, good day, good morning, whenever, whatever you are. I just hope you have a good one.